Good morning and welcome to Transform My Trading. I wanted to do this video today and live. I'm done with my trading. This is a sim account here, as you guys could see. Uh, I just got in here earlier I did two quick scalping trades right here when the market had a triple bottom at this Transform My Trading level. So I'm going to keep it up until for about an hour. Let's trade together. Let's see if the market gives us any opportunity, so you guys could understand how the TMT levels, support and resistance levels work. I'm going to do something here. Okay. So, and how is my volume? Let me increase that. All right. So the market is actually finding support here at this TMT level. And on the 5 minute, let me do the NQ here. On the 5 minute, it did give us a double bottom, 2 bar double bottom. So above here, I will put long to go long here. Again, this is a sim account, and this is a funded account. So the high, looks like it's gonna break it. So I can I'm just gonna go in market order here and put my stop below here. Okay. Now this is an aggressive trade. Ideally, I wanted to go above the high of this, which kind of broke with one tick, but it didn't really continue with force. So this could turn out to be a reversal as well. If this thing turns around and breaks this level, then it's going to go further down because the market is on a downtrend. Because this area here, it gave us strong resistance right there. Because that area, look at how many lines we have. Which is this area. We have the day session open. We have the TMT level, and we also have global X low right there. Okay, so right now we are in profit. Let's protect some. And this is again with one contract. Okay, it took us out. That's fine. So we had three trades around this level right here. One of the reason I got into above this high, the 5 minute high, there's a reason for that, and we usually talk more about that down the line. And I've actually created a trading program. The first program I've created is finding your trading identity, that's the most important thing before you find the best strategy in the world, which there is none. All the strategies are basically the same, packaged in a different way. There are certain things that are different. Now, my support and resistance levels are different in terms of you're not going to get shiny like indicators and all that stuff. It's extremely boring, by the way, but it works, and it's based on W. Dugan's vibrational analysis. I've studied his system extensively, and I always wanted to put that into the day trading. Into day trading. So, and that's what I did. It's not the holy grail of the thing. It's not. You can use it as a standalone, or you could use it combined with your own strategy. But both ways, if you don't have the trading mindset before your strategy, none of the strategy is going to work. So if you guys are interested, I'm offering free services, and you guys could check it out at www.transform.com. So it's a beta system. I've been using on myself, to be honest with you, because I've been messing up lately as well. So it's working pretty good, and it's put me back on track to create that trader that I need to be in order to consistently be profitable on a daily basis. The two words that I always use is discipline, consistency. That's where we want to be on a daily basis. Discipline, consistency. All right. So if you again, you know what? Let me put it here on so you guys could see. And And let's make that. There we go. So you guys could visit transformmytrading.com, which is this window right here, right there. Okay, so we've got a program where we will work on creating the trader identity blueprint. You can download your blueprint here and put your name and email address. And then I'm also offering a free 5-day transformation challenge. You could join it here. Well, actually, once you download your blueprint, in the email you will see a link to register, and I will update once I get that. The next challenge will start. I don't think we're going to be doing one next week, but let me double check. Yeah, it's going to be on starting August 3rd to 7th. But if I get enough more people for next week, then we'll do one next week as well. But currently, it's set up for August 3rd to 7th. So that's what the program is. It's free. There's no charge, and that's one of the things. Since it's free, a lot of people will probably take it for granted. If you're not committed, don't sign up. You have to be committed to be able to see results. Okay, so it's free system. It's free program, and the first 10 people who sign up, they're gonna be getting 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with me. Okay. All right, so the market did break this level, but it's reversing. So let's see if this thing gonna close above this level right there. It might come down and test this gray line here. And that's another thing. Throughout the day, there are several lines that I add on there as the market evolves. And these two lines are pretty strong support and resistance levels. So this is the 5-minute chart. This is the 1 minute on Thinkorswim and 5-minute on Thinkorswim. And I also look at the 30-minute chart on a regular, like every half an hour or so. And that's the 30-minute chart, how it's looking. That was the bottom. I usually don't, on a 5-minute or 1 minute, I don't look backwards. But on 30 minutes, I do look at the pivot points, or the swing highs and lows, I should say. I don't like to call them pivot points. So, like for example, this one is another area right now. So, and this coincides with our right here. So that's basically right there. The people are fighting. There's a fight going on between the buyers and the sellers. So if this thing breaks above here and with force, it will continue to go higher. All right, so there was a scalping trade right here above this, and it went, let's see, where did we go here? So entry would have been 619. It went to 626. So if we could have gotten 5 points from there. And look at the divergence on the 1 minute. But I'm not too convinced about this divergence because the RSI on the 5-minute is below the 50 level and is headed down. I want this to come back up and continue in order for this to hold. So right now, there's no reason to trade. Like I said, there's a fight going on between the buyers and sellers. Remember, I said the system, most of the trading should be boring anyway. I mean, if you're going in and out of the market like crazy, that's not trading. That's more like gambling. So you guys see how the 5 minute RSI is fighting there. I really wanted to go above the 50 level. All right, see how it did pass the 50 level. The market is moving. Do I chase the market? I don't want to chase it at this point. I want to see a double top here at this level and with a divergence for it to go further down. If that happens, that's the setup I want to wait. Or if it breaks above here, I want to go further on higher. So let's see, let the market tells us the story, okay? And I'm just focusing on NQ today. I'm not even touching ES or YM. So just so that way we keep it simple. Let's look at the big picture here. Let me put a, this is the 5 minute chart. Market opened around here. Okay. So market opened there, went up and tested this level, and it did break down, came down and had some issue here, which is it was right there again. So this was again a strong resistance. And by the way, let me put that this was right there too, somewhere there, just to be. That's the overnight low, by the way. So, oh, actually, let's put it. Yeah, right there. It was correct. So this area here, it's going to be playing for today at least. It's going to have a huge impact. Okay. So look at how the bars. There was a fight around here. It went down, went up, went down, and once it broke this level, it was down to go further down. And then the market bottomed here. I actually generated another level. This bottom is exactly at to that level. And look at how it both of them never closed below this level. So that was a good indication that the market was finding some kind of support there. And if you wanted to do an aggressive trade, you could have got in right there. Or if you wanted to wait to be more conservative, you could have gotten above this bar here. That was the first higher bottom of the of this downtrend. So you could have gotten above, and then again look at this area, the reversal here. That was a good short right there. I actually went long here at this when it touched there. And so right now we just need to be patient and see where the market is going to go. Okay. Again, there's no reason to overtrade. I mean, I'm done. Like I said, I'm done with my trading. If you're doing more than 3 trades a day, maybe more than 5 trades, then you're over trading. Okay, trading should be just you come in, you make your money, and you get out. Okay, and you go out, do your thing. Or if you're gonna be staying in front of the monitor all day, then you have to have extreme discipline to follow your system. Okay, so and one of the things I do, for example, is I have 2 dumbbells by my office, both here and my home, and I just do dumbbell workouts. That keeps me going and shifts my attention from trading to different things. Check this, guys. Here, look at this. Again, they're having hard time finding direction. So I'll edit this video. Just I'll take out this areas where nothing's happening, so that way once you guys could go through it really fast. Look at how it went and touched that level exactly. Now, wants to go here, retest this area, but I mean, again, like I said, I want to wait on this rather than jump into a trade. So you got to ask yourself during these sessions, what do you think? If you still want to, if you're still trading, do you feel like, or do you have that urge to trade, to jump into trade? That's where the trader's mindset comes in. Creating your own trader identity is so important, that you understand where you are and how you react at different stages of the day, looking at the market. I was probably going to test this area again. let's wait until like 10:30 or so and see what the market is going to do. I think we should have some kind of action by then or direction. So it came down and touched here. Look at how touched that level. The first touch, there's always going to be a reversal. That doesn't mean it's going to continue to go higher, but it could. In this case, I wouldn't do anything. If this was an oversold condition, I would have put an order to go long above here. Too late now because of look at the divergence on 1 minute. But the market is in a tight spot, so there's absolutely no reason for me to trade. And in the past, I would have gone in and out here a few times. That's when I didn't have my trader identity. I worked on myself, and I want you guys to work on yourself too before wasting too much time and money on different programs. You can buy any program, but if you don't have your own trader identity, no program is going to make you money on a consistent basis. I do have another level here that I added. It's not on the think on the stream here. I put it manually right there. So let's see. Let me put a box there. I know it's a large one, but we can always let the market tell us the story. Now, if you wanted to be aggressive, there was a aggressive scalping sell here. It's more than scalping actually, right there when we had this double top here. But I usually don't trade those because look at the RSI. It's in the middle, and it was the same thing. It was even more so on the 5 minute. So I want the RSI to be at the extreme levels for me to enter into a trade. So I'm gonna keep the video up and running, and I'm gonna do a few other things, and just see where the market goes and what happens. If we have a trade, we'll take it. My goal is for the market, the RSI on the 5 minute to come into the oversold territory or stay above the 30 level and give us a divergence to go higher. So it touched that level, that line right there. And let's see, it's not, I really, like I said, I want this to come further down. I want to see it on this bottom level right there. If it happens, happens. If not, that's fine. We can. It's okay to miss out on a trade. Now, for me to go long, I'm going to be aggressive, conservative. Aggressive would have been to go long here. Conservative, I want this 5 minute bar to close. And if I want to go long, I want to go above the high of that. But I don't like this market so far. It's in terms of going long. Like I said, my projection or I want it to come down here. All right, so while we're waiting for the market to do its thing, let's talk about creating your own trading identity and creating your trader's mindset. I've put together some basic documents and we can look at it together right here. Okay, we can see the market as it's evolving. All right, so I've got this 10 items that I put together, and just right now, given where the market is, since we're going to be waiting for a setup, let's just cover things. Again, if you've tried a bunch of strategies in the last several years or months or what weeks, and you're still not making money and you're bleeding, it's not the strategy, it's your own trading mindset and your own trading identity. You haven't created your own trading identity in order to succeed, because you got to believe this. You have everything you need for trading success is within you right now. You just don't have the discipline to implement it. All right. So you're jumping from one setup to another, one program to another, thinking the next one is going to be better, the next one is going to be better. That's not the case. You need to be focused, you need to be disciplined, and you have to create disciplined consistency on a daily basis in your trading. So that's what I cover. I've created this, and we also cover at Transform My Trading Traders Blueprint material and the 5 day program that I've created. In fact, let me see, it's right there. You guys could go to transformmytrading.com and access it there. So when you join the 5 day program, there are certain things that I'm going to give you guys to do on a daily basis. Very basic. It should take you 5 minutes, not more than that, because trading is already boring. So we don't want to waste your time doing other boring stuff too. So, but this boring stuff, it's going to make you money and it's going to make you a better trader. Okay. So, like for example, in this booklet, we talk about picking one setup that you trust most, trade only that, nothing else. Okay, and follow your rules and not your feelings. Okay, because again, it's we want to create some kind of discipline, some kind of habit within you, and it requires daily work on yourself. You can't just do it once and say, "Oh, I'm done with this." It's not like you breathe once and say, "Okay, I'm not going to breathe for the next one day." You can. It's not like that. So this is one of the things. The truth number two that I talk about is you're in business to make money. That's it. A lot of programs that you join or they push you on this, they ask you the question, what is your biggest why? That's one of my pet peeves there. My biggest why in my trading is to make money. It's none of anybody's business whether I'm going to take a vacation with my family with the money that I make, or I'm going to buy a house, or I'm going to buy a car. That's those are all secondary. Your core purpose to be here in trading is to make money. Period. And I want you guys to know that. Yes, everything else is very important. Don't get me wrong, but when you take your mind away from making money and dream about going on a vacation with the money that you're going to make that you don't even have it yet, you know, that creates frustration, that creates anger, that creates, disgust within you that you don't have it. Okay, so focus and focus and focus only on making money in your trading. When you're here, that should be your goal. Forget about everyone else, what they tell you. Okay, if you follow this system, you have to do certain things that are the box. And I understand it's going to be frustrating for some people, or you guys not going to like it. That's fine. If it's not for you, you can follow the other. But if you are here for trading, your goal is to make money. Period. Okay. So, you guys could see how passionate I am about this section. This is because I've gone through a lot of coaching programs too, and one thing they tell you: write down your goals, write down your dreams. Right now, what do you want? Like everybody sits down and writes, "Oh, I want to have $1 million by end of this year. I want to have a house by end of this year. I want to have this car." Then what happens? The end of year comes and you don't have that item or whatever you were desiring. And what does that do? It creates anger, frustration. You don't need all that. Why create all that BS? You know, ask those people who ask you to write those who wrote to write those down. Do they have it? They probably don't. They read something within books or something, and then they're applying it and making it as a marketing thing. And that's another thing. Actually, I want to do a video about certain marketing words that sell trading programs. And another thing I'm passionate about to bring it to you guys. All right, truth number three is your trading reflects your identity. This is where our program comes into creating your trader's identity. Change one and you can change the other. Okay, so what it means by basically you have to create your own trading identity. Okay, so we have to invent new person as a trader and attach that trader's mindset to your identity and the behaviors, of course, they're going to follow. So you don't trade what you know, you trade who you are. If you sit down already anxious, already trying to prove something, already needing to needing the market to validate you and your feelings, that is the trader the market sees, and that is the trader the market pays out accordingly. Okay? Which means if you're trading with your emotions, with your anger, with your frustration, the market is going to give you the results based on that. But if you're trading with confidence, with passion, with excitement, with encouragement, with belief, then the market is going to give you that as well in terms of positive results, in terms of understanding where you are and respecting your rules. And even on a loss day, you respect your own trader identity and you don't beat yourself up. So, truth number four, stop the madness. The marketing machine wants you to feel broken. That's another thing. And we'll talk more about this too. I'm just going to cover this quickly since I'm waiting for the market to do its thing. Most trading gurus you follow are not selling you skill, they are selling you a feeling. The feeling that you're missing something. And think about it. When you signed up for a program last time, and when you bought a new indicator thinking it's a new indicator last time, you were feeling something was missing. So that indicator is going to fill that gap for you in order to make success. Okay, so and the feeling that you're missing something that everyone else has, the secret or the next signal service or the coach or indicator. That's like you think they have it and you don't, and you're missing out on that. And it's a complete marketing scheme. I mean, trading, if you go into online, I mean, there's so much marketing going around the trading, and there's certain words about trading that people use it extensively to market. And I this again, it's my opinion. I don't believe they have anything to do with success. Okay, and I'm gonna do a video for that. I'm not gonna give you guys those words right now. I don't want to confuse you guys, but down the line I want to do a video. I've actually written down about them. Okay, so think about it. Don't fall into the trap. Start working on your mindset. Start creating your own trader's identity. This is something you can do this week. You can unfollow 5 trading gurus today, cancel one paid subscription you haven't used, close every YouTube tab, sit with a silence. That's how the work begins. Okay? Uh, Here, I want you guys to see that again. Unfollow 5 trading gurus to subscription you haven't used, close every YouTube tab, sit with a silence. That silence is where your work begins. All right. So biggest truth number 5 is my biggest goal for you guys. You guys have to create disciplined repetition. Okay? Disciplined repetition beats every brilliant idea that any guru is selling you. Okay? And disciplined repetition, it's boring. It's I mean, it's not exciting. Yeah, so boredom is the price of consistency, by the way. Most traders won't pay. That's why most traders don't make money. Check it out. I've had this video running for what? Since about maybe hour and a half or so, or an hour. And I haven't put any trade on. Did I miss some opportunities? Yes. Did I follow my plan? Yes. So for this week, or however many days, start by tomorrow. Start on day one. Just start adding the next day and the next day. So tomorrow, pick one setup. Trade only that setup. Track every instance, then run the same setup next week or next day. The data will tell you the truth. Your feelings won't. Okay, so pick one setup and focus on that, creating the disciplined repetition based on that setup. Okay, we've got 6 to 10, and we'll cover those tomorrow on the next video. I don't want to make this too long. Okay, so let's just recap. Number one, you don't have to have a strategy. You don't have a strategy problem. You have a discipline problem. Okay. Number two, you are in business to make money. That's it. Period. When you're trading, you want to make money. Forget about the rest of the other things. Number three, your trading reflects your identity. Change one and you change the other. So you gotta focus on a daily basis to work on creating your own trader's identity. Number four, stop the madness. The marketing machine wants you to feel broken by their marketing. Okay, so that's why you go from one setup, one strategy, one guru to other. Number five is you got to create disciplined repetition within yourself, using your system, which beats any brilliant ideas. Disciplined repetition is very boring, but it's very profitable. Okay, and tomorrow we'll cover the rest of or on the next video, we'll cover the rest of the items. Comment below if this is resonating with you. If you have any questions, I'll love to make it, to learn more from you guys and where you guys are in your trading stage at this moment. Okay.
ads.
So I'm going to stop the video right now and just keep an eye. I mean, the market, keep an eye in these areas between, what is this here, 510 to 540 area. And hopefully it will have a support there. It is finding some support around here, but I'm not too crazy about getting into the market right now, given where we are on the RSIs. Okay, so for that reason, I'm just gonna stop the video. It will definitely have some kind of movement in the last hour, especially in the last 30 minutes. But if it happens, that's fine. If it's not, we're still okay.